I think it's time to fill up on some groceries. Look at that thing over there, man. See me once one of them. What's freaking weird is that everybody calls me boss. Alright, thank you, boss. Alright, boss. Sure thing, boss. And I can't tell if they're just making fun of me or not. Because when people call me buddy, I know for sure that they're just, you know, disrespecting me. But it's just like everybody calls me boss, and I don't know if they're just freaking, if they're just fucking with me. Got me a nice big old cup of joe. And also, freaking one of the drivers gave me this before it was all crunched up. And this is like what the cans look like before they get like manufactured and all that. And I was just like, I gotta hold on, I gotta show this to my peeps. But I guess now I can throw it away. When I get the Sprinter van, I can kind of upgrade it. My refrigerator to something like twice as big. I gotta buy a new one of these things because my other one broke. This motherfucker cost me $54. This guy has treated me very well over the wheel of the yep. Oh, gotta. Let's see if we can spot the green guy. Oh yeah. I wish that I got that on film right now. One of the freaking other guards from like a different post like came over here, and like me and the guy who I was relieving was like, the guy from, he just came over and he started to clean the filter in like this thing, and then like me and the other guy are just kind of like looking at him like, what the hell is this guy doing? But it's just like whatever. And then the dude comes over, and then once the relieving guard, the guy who I relieve, leaves, the freaking older guy is freaking still over here, guy who I never even talked to. And he was like, what's your name? And I just like pause, and I'm like, do I want to give this guy my name? And then, like, you know, he comes over here, and then, like, you know, like, I think that it's over. I think that he gets that, like, I don't want to get stressed out. I don't want a problem. And then he asked me again. I'm like, oh, no. I'm just like, and he's like, what's your name? Like, I'm a fellow guard. Like, what's your name? I'm just like, I'm Paul. And he's like, what's your last name? I'm like, my God, like, why? And then I'm like, Frazier. And then he's just like, I'm coming over here, and I'm cleaning the filter for your guys. And I'm just like, aren't you off right now? Aren't you supposed to be going home? And he was like, yeah. I'm just like, why? Like, what is up with y'all? What is up? Like, what is up with people? It's just like so weird that I think that it's like people just think that I need to listen to them. And people think that I'm just supposed to be like this puppet person who's just gonna like do whatever the fuck. It's just like, bro, but it's just like, I am supposed to be the responsible one. Because regardless if the guy's freaking 65 years old, I still realize that some people are just not mature. So I just go, and then he goes on, he's like, oh, what's that? Like, what's that cord that you're plugging in right now? And then that's when I asked him, I'm like, aren't you off right now? And then, like, you know, he brought it up to another level. And then what he called me, I think he called me like an asshole or something like that. But it's just like, brother, we don't need to freaking argue, bro. You just need to freaking leave the property. Point blank, period. But for real, serious though, I have to at all cost, bro, get a freaking Sprinter van by like 2028, 2029. I have to at all cost, bro. I need to get a Sprinter van, and it's just one of those things that I have to trust my gut and intuition of that. Like, I just know that I need a Sprinter van, bro. I need more room because I love living in a vehicle. I love, like, you know, that lifestyle. I love the mobility of it, and I realize that I need, like, that's just my personality. It matches up, you know. It's a freaking square pin in a square hole, bro, and I need a damn Sprinter van. And it is going to take me a while, but it's just like, once I do get comfortable with having a Sprinter van, bro, I could definitely see me getting a little trailer too, and also having like a freaking Polaris or something. Just making me another big old nice cup of joe. Now you can ask me, Paul, why don't you just bend over and just freaking be a puppet for anybody who just walks up and starts talking to me? Well, there was these also two other employees, which we don't really talk to the employees. We just help them sign in to make sure that they're supposed to be here. That's the only relationship between the transport clerk and the employees. And like, you know, these two employees drove up, this older guy, maybe about 50, 55, around that age. And he came up, he was like, hey, what's the cord for? What's the electric, what inside of your truck? What is that? And I was just like, who are you? And then he was just like, oh no, I was just like wondering like what the thing is like that. And I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, can I help you? And then he was just like, you know, he was like, what's your name? What's your name? I was just like, yeah, for him, I was just like, you have a good night. And then he was like, all right, okay. And like, it's just like, it's like, really? Like, you know, the question, why don't I just bend over and like, you know, be a puppet for everybody? It's just because we're going to get into a conversation of, you know, am I allowed to do that? Or am I supposed to be doing that? Oh, you know, you're not supposed to be like doing that. And then it's just like, I just get something taken away from me just for like no reason. And it's just like, you know, that might sound stupid, but that's just where it leads, because it starts out nice, the conversation, and then people always just flip it on me to like, you know, like to where they put themselves above me. And it's just like, you know, I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to freaking, the only thing that I have to do is, you know, help them log in. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, and I give good customer service, but it's just like when people approach me and they just try to get up all in my shit, they try to like know of every little thing that I'm freaking doing. It's just like they're just trying to take my freedoms away from me. And that's the end result of it. And it's just like, that ain't gonna happen, buddy, because I'm an American. I own this freaking country, bro. It's like Los Angeles is mine, bro. This is where I live, and it's like, this is my goddamn country. And it's just like, you know, it's like people just act as if, you know, I'm not supposed to be here or something. They act as I'm not supposed to be alive. And it's just like, you know, it's just safer, it's better, it's easier just to allow people to have their space. And it's just like, you know, I'm allowed to have my space. We got that goddamn fucking B-boy. The cleanest boy. Banana. Gave my protein shakes the taste test. And it made me go, So that's how you know that it was cooked very nice like. And it's Paul approved and it's ready to go. The supervisor finally saw me cooking. Oh, I was like, oh, because I mean, like, the other supervisor, he cooks at work too, but he barbecues. So he like barbecues and like the cooking, and I have my big ass thing of meat on the printer. And he walked in and he started laughing, and then he said, he's like, you're like Arby's because you have the meats. I was like, damn right I do. Glad he didn't say anything about it. Because I mean, it's a freaking guard check with like a little kitchen type of thing already in there, so I'm finna use it. So that's why, you know, everything's perfectly fine, everything's cool over here. That's why I also don't open up to freaking other employees and other guards. It's like, because I have a supervisor supervising me, making sure that I stay in the parameters of like not like just fucking doing my damn job, because I'm not a security guard who's out here just goofing around, not doing his job, freaking not doing the paperwork right, freaking not taking the calls, like freaking not logging the truck's house. Like, I literally do everything perfectly fine. So on top of that, like, I like to do things that are going to benefit me, because if I don't cook here at work, then that means that I have to cook on my days off. And I don't want to be damn. It's pretty awesome, because now that I don't have to cook on my days off, that means that I get that time back, which is just freaking awesome, because like if I wasn't cooking, I would just be sitting here literally doing nothing. I'm really excited about my brand new razor thing. What is it called? Electrical razor? I think it's called a razor. I'm really excited about it because I'm going to be able to, you know, clean up my stuff again, because, you know, my old one broke, and like testament to that, Wall, it's not Paul, but it's Wall. It's that Wall brand thing is super tough. The problem with it is all this time that I've had it, maybe a year or two, however long that I had it, I haven't been oiling it. And apparently either, I'm going to read the instructions with this new one, but it comes with the oil in it, and right either before you use it or after, or maybe both, I'll figure out once I use it. You're supposed to oil it so, like, you know, the blades that are, like, you know, going back and forth, they don't, you know, do what my old one did. Is because, like, you know, like a normal razor sounds like zzz, but now, like, the last time when I was trying to cut my hair, it was like bah, bah, and like doing that. So, like, I took the entire thing apart, I tried to clean it, and I put it back together, and it just, like it worked for, like, a little bit, but then, like, you know, I left it on for, like, 5 minutes to see, like, is it done? Is it fixed? But, like, you know, it just broke again, so I was like, I can keep on trying to fix this thing, or I can just buy a brand spanking new one. I was like, Paul, go ahead, you deserve it, buddy. You go ahead, you deserve it, good, you wicked. So I went and bought that brand new one, but I'm super excited out, but that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.